clip on like Jose Youngs. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry if that can't 1 foot cock, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at the MMA guru, the young lad that he was at one time, and how he got to his fame, at least how he grew his YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start out. Hey, you ever wonder who your friends are? You ever wonder sometimes, like, if your friends really got your back or anything like that, or if your friends are using you? Everybody ever wonder, like, if your friends are using you? Yeah, well, the anime guru only cares about himself. He says it himself, and also, he said he can kick Mighty Mouse's tail from here to the other side of the planet, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the anime guru thinks he can beat up almost every UFC fighter there is on the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're going to take a look. We're going to do a little reaction video here to this video. We're not going to do the video today, but we're going to be going through a series of MMA Guru past live streams, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure Dana White is going to be pretty interested in it. Maybe not so much this one today, but this is the start of the series, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's take a look. See what the MMA Guru has to say about Demetrious Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. This is in lieu of the interview that they just did. I believe it was today. Let's take a look. Let it play.
That's all. 100% sure. Mighty Mouse would beat Guru. I bet on Mighty Mouse all day. Okay, let's be real. Mighty Mouse. I'd just fucking throw cheese, like, in a direction. He'd fucking look towards it, and I'd fucking kick his head off. As he's distracted by the cheese, you know? What's it?
Yeah, so there you go. MMA Guru, no problem's going to beat, Demetrious Johnson up. Now today, we have a clip of that. I'll play it, but we have a clip of it. Today, he says that he can't beat up Demetrious Johnson. Maybe only because they're going to collab together, once a month. Remember, Demetrious Johnson, when you ask the MMA Guru today if he was racist, oh my God, he's not only racist you, he can beat your ass. He thinks he can beat you up, Mighty Mouse. Mr. DJ Demetrious Johnson, Mighty Mouse. Now, did you see his face? You have no problem for the MMA Guru, the big fat tub of lard. And the MMA Guru's cousin is none other than the big stick of butt, Mick Parkin, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear that? Let's see if we can read that. No, we can't. We don't know how to run the equipment.
That's sure. Mighty Mouse would beat Guru. I bet on Mighty Mouse all day. Okay, let's be real. Mighty Mouse. I'd just fucking throw cheese, like, in a direction. He'd fucking look towards it, and I'd fucking kick his head off. As he's distracted by the cheese, you know. What's LA Clippers?
Oh my God! There's no... He didn't even have to think about it twice. Down goes near drama, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that's something that's probably never been said before. Down goes near drama. Yeah, so you just heard the MMA Guru. He'll just kill Mighty Mouse right straight in the head, no problem. I mean, that was the serious part of it, right? The serious part. The comedy part, in his eyes, was throwing the piece of cheese. That wasn't real cheese insane anyways, that was a piece of cheese. Piece of cheese. Yeah, throw a piece of cheese and was distracted and just kick him in the head. Demetrious Johnson, this is the guy that you're going to collab with. Now, we go through some more of this here in a little bit. You're going to understand that he's dead serious, that he's going to kick your ass, Mighty Mouse. You hear me? He said he's going to kick your ass. This is back before he thought he would get to meet you. Unbelievable. People turn. Oh, now he's your buddy. Oh, yeah. Or today on his live thing, his live stream, he says, Demetrious Johnson, he'll kick my ass. Now he says it. What did he say back then when he didn't know you? Yeah, exactly. Just right here. Side effect 1 foot cock reporting. That's right. Down goes Nina Drama again. Nina Drama seems to go out, ladies and gentlemen. So right here you got Nina Drama. Here you got Nina Drama. Here's the Sewer King. In the Sewer King's corner right here is the MMA fighting SBN guy, the media guy. Jose Yancey's in the corner for the Sewer King. The Sewer King versus Nina Drama comes soon. Right here, the greatest, right here, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest referee ever to step into the octagon, into the ring, whatever platform it is. If it's a big basketball court for jogging, it's none other than Andrew Glenn, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely not Dan Mercolata. And let me tell you something, eat pizza with Dan Mercolata. That's right. Let's take another look at the MMA Guru about how he's going to beat up Demetrious Johnson. And now, today, he's not going to beat up Demetrious Johnson because he's Demetrious Johnson's friend now. He'll talk behind your back, buddy. Okay? Let's see what we got here. Alright, pay attention here. Let's do this again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm supposed to have somebody here working this for me, but nobody, right? Now pay attention here. Ladies and gentlemen, here's side effect 1 foot cock. Bring it to you. What am I bringing to somebody? Huh? What am I bringing to somebody, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know what I'm bringing. They told me to show up here. It's supposed to be 3 people running this. We got 1 person here, and myself, and I gotta run the computer. Should be like the MMA Guru. Let it play. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this right here. This is the MMA Guru saying that he could beat up Demetrious Johnson. A few years back, right, when he didn't DJ himself. Now that he knows DJ, and they're going to collab, once a month, all of a sudden, today he says, I can't beat up Demetrious. But a while back, he was talking a lot of smack. And they do. And he goes on and he could beat almost everybody up in the U.S. I'm telling you. It's hilarious, alright? Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. MMA Guru is going to beat up Demetrious Johnson. You heard me.
I didn't at all. 100% sure. Mighty Mouse would beat Guru. I'd bet on Mighty Mouse all day. Okay, let's be real. Mighty Mouse. I'd just fucking throw cheese, like, in another direction. He'd fucking look towards it and I'd fucking kick his head off. As he's distracted by the cheese, What's it, LA Nippers?
You heard it right there, ladies and gentlemen. The MMA Guru is going to kick Demetrious Johnson's head off. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Put your money on the MMA Guru, ladies and gentlemen, versus Demetrious Johnson, because Demetrious Johnson hasn't proven himself in the ring. The MMA Guru has proven himself in the ring time and time again, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Just wonder who your friends are, Demetrious Johnson. Your friend's not the MMA Guru. Wait till you hear some of this stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Any of you fighters want to get interviews with the MMA Guru, you better think twice about it, because this is the first video of a series of videos that you're not going to want to be chums, buddies, best friends with the MMA. You better run for the hills. Because Dana White not going to want any of his fighters associated with the MMA Guru. I'm telling you right now. Okay? Alright. Can we hear that one more time?
Okay, let's be real. Mighty Mouse. I just fucking cheese.
Fried
In
cheese.
the direction he'd fucking look towards it, and I'd fucking kick his head off.
Oh, yeah, sure.
As he's distracted by the cheese, you know.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, the MMA Guru. Wait till you hear all of the awards that he got. And all the medals that he had. And who else he could beat up in the UFC. It's all in this same live stream, ladies and gentlemen. But this isn't why we started this. We started this because of the MMA. That's Andrew Glenn, ladies and gentlemen. There goes Andrew Glenn. If Andrew Glenn goes down one more time, we're even down, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. I mean, enough of that, right? Alright, as the MMA Guru would say, let it play. Now what we're going to do here, okay, you ever wonder, like, when the MMA Guru goes on vacation, people ask him if he got any tail. And he goes, no, he never gets any tail. Oh my God. You ever wonder why the MMA Guru has a card? You know how some people have a card? You know, a card. Like, the MMA Guru knows who had a big package and who doesn't have a big package. We'll get to that. We'll get to the MMA Guru says he could beat up Cody Garbrandt, no problem. Cody's a friend of mine, ladies and gentlemen. I'm 7'1" 1-foot cock. The MMA Guru ain't beating nobody up, ladies and gentlemen. Possibly, you know, maybe Amy can beat a drama. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe the MMA Guru could beat them up. The MMA Guru ain't beating up nobody with his elementary medals. And one day he's a black belt, next thing you know, he's like a red belt with a black stripe, and then he's a green belt, and he's a double yellow and a triple green. It's unbelievable. But we're going to get to it, and I can't wait to get to the part where my Guru is talking about a good fighters who has a big package and who doesn't. And I'm not talking about UPS package and an Amazon package. Okay? It's unbelievable what's in the head of the MMA Guru when somebody asks him a quick question. Who has the biggest package in the UFC? He's got 10 people. Who doesn't? And he says he's been checking it out. He studied this ahead of time. Well, maybe we're studying it. Maybe it's just his favorite pastime to figure out who has a big package and who doesn't. God, I mean, this is why the MMA Guru can scream that he thinks John Jones is gay and gets away with it. If somebody calls him out for it, he's going to say, hey, look, I know who has a big package and who doesn't. I think, oh, man, this is, oh, God. But besides the MMA Guru beating up the Johnson at will, and now that they're buddies, he says he can't beat him up. So I got that footage too, but I'll just forget stuff. Alright, here we go. Let it play, like the MMA Guru says.
Hey, Tom the model says he would like to fight you. What weight class is he in? Bantamweight? Oh, bantamweight. Like I'd be scared of bantamweight. Come on, dude. I can draw myself first. Too high very much. 135, yeah. She tried to threaten Tom being a bantamweight. Calm the fuck down. I'd pick him up and chuck him wherever I want to. I mean, it kind of makes a little bit of sense, right? Because when you're
He says that he weighs 255 pounds as being a 19-year-old man. Now he's like 26, and he weighs 350 pounds. I'm talking about he'll fight somebody that's 135 pounds.
Doesn't matter how good he is at grappling. Try to armbar me, I'd peel my arm off him. He couldn't beat me in it.
Wait till you get to the part where he beat up GSP, and Chael Sonnen, and DC, Silva. The list goes on, man.
Two arm wrestle. So is that a yes? Yes, I'll fight Tom Dustin-White. Easy. Bantamweight. Come on. You can't threaten me with a UFC bantamweight. You know what I'm saying? Calm down. You'd north-south him. I mean, I'm just too big. Doesn't matter. I understand if we were both the same height, he'd probably fuck me up. Most definitely fuck me up, but doesn't matter. I walk 214. Look, I'll show you my weight right now. I'm a big cunt, guys.
A big dick. That's what he is.
You could try change with John Jones. Oh, wait. Training with John Jones makes him twice as big as he is. Oh, okay. What about a decent welterweight? Yeah, probably that's probably where I'd cut it off, you know. How much do I weigh right now? 250 pounds.
Alright, 256.
I'm a big boy. 6'4".
6 foot, today is 6'3".
Mr. 135 can calm the fuck down. I literally nearly weigh double him. I feel you have a good stature, still developing. He would kick your legs out, you fool. He would have to body kick for him to hit my thighs. If he kicked out my legs under him, all I need to do is get any hand on him and I'd chuck him wherever the fuck I was. He's 135. He's 135. Oh, yeah, you're funny. Oh, Roberts just tagged Silver on a Silver's hurt.
It does make a little bit of sense.
Here comes Roberts.
You know.
Roberts is smiling at him now.
But later on,
Oh, he caught him again.
he talks about
Silver is really hurt.
on the with
Chael
Sonnen, DC.
You're the new David Goggins. Pull it off, man. I don't need to lose weight. I'm built, man. Come on, Guru, you get crushed, bro.
And today, the MMA Guru, with that picture with Demetrious Johnson, that picture, he says he only needs to lose 20 pounds to be lean. 20 pounds. Oh, God, the dude is fat. I mean, he just needs to lose 20 pounds. You gotta be kidding me, man. And he ain't 255. Look at his face right here. And then look at his face today. He's 350. 325 at least. He needs to lose 20 pounds and he'll be lean. Do you see that picture of the 20 pounds on one arm of fat?
Come check out my stream. Okay, let's just remove that one from my channel. Thank you very much. I'm not even that big.
So what he's doing is, you know, people are throwing links in his stream. But he provides plenty of links. So these coming other streams, other series of this, we have hundreds, thousands of the MMA Guru giving out links to the UFC fights and to BKF fights in order for him to get 4,000 hours in and his 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. That's right. Right there, he had to get rid of somebody else putting the stream in his chat.
Let's be real, a 125 would beat the shit out of you. Calm down. He's 135. He's 135, man. It doesn't matter how fat you feel. I'm not even that fat. I'm big. He's just 135. Can we calm down? Silver's on top of Roberts again. Let me see how tall he is, actually. This would be funny.
And he's going to bring out his medals. He has them tucked right there where he can get them. I mean, they're within arm's reach. He's pulled them out before, and other. We're talking.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I just absolutely destroyed.
We're going through this little bit of a boring part right here, but it will make sense later on down when he's talking about, kicking Chael Sonnen's ass, and DC's ass, and GSP's ass. I mean, this guy, and Cody Garbrandt.
5'7". Oh. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the fights. Here we go. Claudio Silva's on top of him again. Watch his Bama fights and see how he will fuck you up. Oh yeah, see how he below 135-pound men. There you go. I'll subscribe. You're a funny guy.
Right here we got DC, Joe Rogan, John.
You think I haven't done training? Do I have to get the medals out again?
He's gonna get the medals out right there, like
some random guy. Like I've not been kicked in the legs before.
Oh, he's badass.
Participation trophies, yeah, you get got the participation.
That's exactly what it is.
Ooh, arm triangle for Silva and rides out of him. Now Roberts is on top. Okay. Roberts is on top. Let's see how much he can keep this for. He's in full mount, but Claudio Silva's looking to lock up a triangle here. Same, brother. Nice, dude. My shins are conditioned. Enough said. Same here, dude. My shins are up. All the belts 135 and 155. Okay. I don't care. He's 5'7". It doesn't matter how good he is. I'd up and slam him on his head. Hand positioning is going to stop me, a 255-pound man, slamming that 135 on his head. Doesn't matter.
And you know he's not 255 right here. He's got to be bigger than that. How many people at 255 go around telling the correct weight?
That's different, yeah. If you trained, you'd absolutely destroy anyone smaller than you. No, I'm not. I'm not a random guy. Sorry. I'm not.
Oh, now he's not a random guy. He's like a big fighter. He tells the chat, he tells him that he hasn't had a fight since, like, elementary school. I don't know what you call it over there in stupid-ass England land. Okay? But since he was in grade elementary school, a little Todd, well, he couldn't have been little. Look at him. He had to be born a big, huge, fat egg,
John Morgan, Oh, Roberts tagged Silver again.
Now he's got to bring up my friend John Morgan. Let it play.
And again, Roberts might go for a finish, but he has no takedown defense. Here we go. Don't clinch with him, you dumb fuck. Yo. Joke, man. Okay. I dominate up. Let's set it up. Me and Tom Duskin were in a cage. Let's set it up. If you really know him, get him to message me. Get his official channel to message me on YouTube.
Anybody know Tom Duskin?
I'd love to rash you. I'd pick him up and chuck him out of the ring. No question.
He's a badass.
I can deadlift 80 kilograms.
Whoa!
I can deadlift 80 kilograms. That's
You gotta be kidding me!
Deadlift your boy and chuck him out of the ring with ease. Anyway, enough picking myself up. I just felt like I had to. Here we go.
Okay.
I don't know why Roberts is so shit, but he's just such an idiot that he's lost this fight for himself. Silver's on his back again, so this ain't looking good. Had to comment on that one. Yeah, it's stupid.
And then he's going to talk about how great Hitchens are. He says he's a little bit over 80% on predictions. If you keep track of this idiot right here, I mean, like 30-35%. I mean, you could throw a dart at the fight card everything he does. I mean, it's unbelievable. And then it's exactly, listen to me, that's exactly what Prize Picks wants. That's what Prize Picks picked up the MMA Guru here. You know why? He's giving you bad advice. Prize Picks, you need to pick me, side effect one. I am the guy that is high on the scale of predictions. That's right. Prize Picks, you need to pick me. Prize Picks, listen to me. All you gamblers out there, that's why they picked the MMA Guru, because he can't pick anything. He's giving you bad advice. That's why they want to advertise with him. So you lose money, ladies and gentlemen. It's easy. Yeah. Nobody's going to sponsor somebody that is great at picking fights. That's why they don't pick Simon Fat 1 foot cock. I mean, I can have all 6 of my viewers. All 6 of my, I know big people. Okay. Anyways, that's it. That's why Prize Picks is picking the MMA Guru, because he doesn't know how to pick. And he's giving bad advice. Sorry to say that.
When people think 35ers would do anything, no matter how well trained they are. If you know anything about fighting, you beat anyone. That's Silver's looking for a rear naked here on the back of Roberts, but Roberts is defending well. Very well indeed, so he is. Casuals, yeah.
I tell you, I can predict who wins this fight right here, 100%. You listen to me, Prize Picks. I can predict who wins this fight right he's talking about, right here, this Silver fight.
Yeah. Here you go. Roberts on top, but Silver looking for a triangle here. He has it locked in, but he's not framed up properly. No, he is. He's got it inverted now. No, he isn't, man. Roberts is swinging. Yeah. Roberts is teeing him off on the field. He's just a fucking retard, so, you know. You just made yourself look a fool. What, for speaking facts? Okay. You know what?
Oh, here we go. Here comes all the medals like a little kid. MMA Guru, he's 19 years old here. Look, he's going to bring out his medals from when he was like 6 years old. Oh, God, check this out. You gotta be kidding me, man. Look at this.
Retard, my boy is watching Sorry Millionaire. If you're a millionaire, you can like pay to have his brain wiped, you know, from what you hear from me. Lol, you are so dumb.
Yeah.
Show that medal that shows just a
Look, they're right there.
Yeah, just gonna get them all out of the box, you know. And if you think it's here's my red belt with the black tag that I got before. Maybe.
Oh, that's scary.
Jesus Christ, there's a lot of these, isn't there?
Look at that shit. Is that? Looks like David Beckham. Academy. It only lasted 4 years. That's how great of an academy it is.
Taekwondo National Championships. Bitch. Actually, it was the Open, but I got silver, so I'm proud of that one.
Okay, hold you right there. I mean, I got all this proof, right? He got silver, right? Another time, he says he never won in a sanctioned tournament. He never got one win, but he won silver. There was only 2 people in the competition. That's what I'm telling you. It's unbelievable. So this guy is such a liar. It's huge how much this guy lies. And then he announces, down goes Nina Drama on top of Andrew Glenn, ladies and gentlemen. He's such a liar. It goes on and on. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. I mean, that's not a bad thing to do, right? You gotta care about yourself, right? But, I mean, he's definitely nobody's friend. He's definitely not Demetrious Johnson's friend, saying that he could beat him up and everything, and now he's sucking dick, okay? For that once-a-month stream with Demetrious Johnson. Today he says he can't beat him up. How about this time?
Open, bronze. I don't think I'd beat up a 135er. Okay.
He got bronze.
I don't want to flex on everyone, but you know, Danny Roberts on top of tall are you? 6'4"? And if that isn't good enough for you, if you talk about soccer, football, calm down. I was at David Beckham Academy.
Yeah.
DC trains over 5'6".
He was at David Beckham Academy. It was such a great school, it only lasted 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. And it was like 6 years old to like 11 years old. I mean, what kind of competition we had back then? He's bringing these medals out like, you know, like it was done when he was grown up.
6 light heavyweight. Yeah, I know, I've seen it. Can't remember his name though, right? But he's a thick light heavyweight, isn't it? What's your max? I don't know, dude. I've never had it.
You hear him taking those medals off? Like he's a big heifer? Sound like he's a cow out walking around in the fields. You need to look at my video, Aaron and Me. The MMA Guru, when he was younger, he had a horse named after his male cousin, Aaron. We're going to get to a video later on about Aaron and Me. But this is the first video of the series, and this series is not going to focus on basically this. You know, it's two-faced. Basically what we're going to focus on is his ability to grow his YouTube channel with illegal pay-per-view links. That's what we're going for. That's right.
Never done my max on deadlift. But I can bench like, I'm bench like 110 kg, 115, I don't know how much that is. I've been doing it a while. What belt are you in? I'm not a belt. Like white belt. B-Tech True Geordie. True Geordie. Yeah, can't say his name. Claudio Silva's locked up an armbar. Everyone shut the fuck up for a second. Oh, this. How many stones do you weigh? 250 pounds.
It was 256 about 5 minutes ago.
So, no, early 18s. 18 stone 3, 18 stone 4 or something. Same, I'm a white dude. Ooh, Silver's got the armbar locked in. It's over. It's over. No, wait, what are you doing? Why did you tap? Why did he just fight? He didn't even tap. Why did he just call that fight off? He didn't even tap.
Yeah, so pretty soon we're going to get to the point where he knows who has a big package and who doesn't.
I will commentate if you don't know BJJ, because I know BJJ. Verbal tap, sound on, I can hear it. Fuck. My black belt is covered in Bruce Lee's blood. Okay? Yeah, I didn't see it. Maybe they'll show it again. It seemed like he didn't mean to say it, it was just an instinct, you know? Talk about McTapper, am I right, guys? So do I do non-gi. Not even a white belt though. Yeah, but I know every submission and I know it's set up. You don't know anything. You have to do jiu-jitsu to know what you're looking at. I've watched MMA pure for about 10 years now. I know every submission, I know how it's set up. Done.
I guess that could be true, right? He's 19 here. He's been watching MMA since he's 9 years old. Okay.
You funny, thank you, dude. Guru, do you use shirt hook? I don't know. I use it for records. It's quite good. Man, we need some KOs. Yeah. Some good old-fashioned KOs, boys. No, you don't. 1, 2, 3, Dossa. 1, 2, 3. Why did you have to count up to calling me a Dossa? There's a big difference, but that also, along with training and practicing, helps you know what the fuck you're talking. I know what I'm talking about. If you know my channel, you know when I watched the I want to see the stoppage now. Actually, let me look. He's elbowing him. He's safe armbar here. Landed. When did he tap? Balls out of it. Nothing happened.
Listen.
Nothing happened.
Hey, you there in the chat?
Early stoppage. He didn't even call it.
I can't see the chat.
He didn't tap. I don't know why they call called that fight off.
But please like and subscribe.
I don't know what they're doing.
Because this is the video. This is the first video of a series of videos.
I don't know what the ref heard.
Okay?
I'm sure you already know these.
That you're going to want to check out, I'm telling you that.
A good amount of weight, doesn't it?
I know Dana White personally.
Do I have to get
I know Lee Breckenridge personally.
I feel like a cunt, but I just feel like I have to win arguments. I'm not have to get everything out, guys. They're saying it was verbal. Do you think you can beat up Big John Harvey? He's a big boy. I don't know. How much training has he got? I don't know about him. He's a bigger. Strength training is a part of MMA, dumbasses. Legitimate. They're saying.
Can you beat up John McCarthy? Right. The answer should be probably immediately no. That's it. You don't have to know who the guy is. The guy hasn't had a fight. Oh, he's going to say, oh, I haven't had a street fight. He hasn't had a fight. Another time he mentions in championships, in tournaments. He won a tournament, and he didn't win. But yet he gets a bronze and a silver. I mean, what is it? Are you getting silver and then bronze and then all these other ones? But yet, you never won in a competition. It doesn't make a bit of sense.
Are you just commentating on the fights? Yeah, sorry. You've been misled by the title, and I apologize. He owns a gym. Oh, that makes him good at fighting.
The guy right there asked if he was live streaming. And then he said, no, you've been misled by the title. See about that. Other times he brags. That's another thing about deceiving people. He deceived people to get his 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. He deceives people over and over, and he's proud of it. He says he makes these titles on purpose to deceive people. I mean, you know.
You're changing the argument here. The argument was, could beat up Tom Duskenwart, a 135-pound man. Yes, I could. Like that. We're not talking about any MMA fighter now. The argument was, could I pick up a 135-pound man and throw him out of the ring? Yes, I could. 100%. No question about it. Let's set it up. I asked her to set it up with him. She said she was. The girl said that she was talking to him as she was talking to me. Now where's she gone, guys? Now I offered to set it up and get a ring and sort it out and record it. Where's she gone? Doesn't seem to be in the chat anymore, does she?
Well, you scared her away there, MMA Guru. Yeah, pretty soon he's going to get to the point about where he beats up Chael Sonnen and DC and GSP, Cody Garbrandt. I mean, the list goes on, man. I mean, who he could beat up.
No. Tom Duskenwart needs to stick to modeling and shut his fucking mouth. What a shit finish to that fight? Yeah, I know. If I called you a pussy in real life, would you fight me? Nah, I'm over that shit. That's an assault case right there. I ain't trying to go to jail anytime soon, you know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
I have no offences, and I'm trying to keep it away. She on her way to your house? Whatever.
Well, Dana White happens to prosecute people, and there's very much, in my opinion, prosecuting material on the MMA Guru's site, channel. He knows it. He knows I'm on to him, right? And he knows it. And he took some videos down, and then he put them back up when I said he should have put them up. Because I thought I had them recorded, and I didn't have them recorded. I said he should have kept them up, which is really true. You really should, try to hide it now. But it's unbelievable. He put them back up, and then I got them all again. I thought I had them. I didn't check to see if I had them. And then when he took them down, oh no, I don't have them. So I went on and I did a live stream and said he should have kept them up instead of taking them down. A day or two later, they were back again. He's paying attention. He knows. He set his alarm clock for one of my live streams. And then after one of my live streams, he did like a record, like 10 hours. He's all pissed off. Oh yeah, and then UFC Seattle, when he was all crying and moping and everything, that was because that was the day he got rid of all the videos. That's when he knew that I had him. I got him, ladies and gentlemen. And this is getting of it right here.
Steven Seagal tough. True. What's your mum's bum? Okay. That wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know, but, you know, I think his brother's like the smallest one in the family. His dad's a big, huge noggin thing. He's got a huge noggin. His cousin in UFC, Mick Parkin, that it's funny that Tom Aspinall never told Dana White, never told anybody in the White Contender Series. That would have been a good thing for the Dana White Contender Series to have something to talk about. You know, spruce up the show a little bit. Dana White, when Dana White finds out that the Mick Parkin is cussed with the MMA Guru, it's not going to be good. And Mick Parkin has been training with Tom Aspinall since 2019. You don't think that Tom Aspinall knows that Mick Parkin is the MMA Guru? I made a phone call to John Jones to make sure he knew about all this. John Jones isn't going to fight Tom Aspinall. You know why? He's not going to fight Aspinall because have you seen the videos that the MMA Guru put out on John Jones? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. John Jones had enough money. He's making a point here. Okay?
Aren't you a sex offender?
Yeah, so Tom Aspinall should have told Dana White by now too. Hey, I mean, you know, when he got him into the UFC to get looked at, I don't know what you call it, as a prospect or whatever, he should have said this is MMA Guru's cousin. When you hide stuff, it ain't good. Tom Aspinall definitely knows how to not make money. Tom Aspinall's been on the Guru show since 2019. I can prove that too. Like last year, when the MMA Guru went on the Tom Aspinall channel when they were watching, you know, their live stream, watching the UFC event, they act like they never talked. A bunch of horse shit. Especially when your cousin, since 2019, Mick Parkin, is training with Tom Aspinall. It's unbelievable, man. They don't like this shit. This is something that should have been brought up by Tom Aspinall and Mick Parkin. One of them should have brought it up.
If you did that to my mum, I'd perform a sit-test on you and pin your arm behind your back. Verbal tap. It wasn't, though. He didn't say anything, right? He literally didn't say anything. I don't understand sort of fight. Thank you for the subscription, guys. I'd perform a citizen's arrest on your ass. I'd put you flat on your belly and pin your arm back. He literally didn't. His mouth didn't even.
I think the MMA Guru would like that. Wait, it's coming up. It's like 5-10 minutes away. Stop talking. Let's get to it.
Move. Like, it wasn't like he was saying like "fuck you" or something. Like he misheard him. Look, listen. No mouth movement whatsoever. What? He didn't say anything. Literally didn't say anything. How would you do versus JDS? I get knocked the fuck out. 100%. There's no chance. JDS my size, but a world-class fucking fighter. No chance.
JDS.
Well, obviously there's a chance, but I wouldn't even take the chance. But I'm looking at this replay again. There was no verbal tap whatsoever.
Check it out. He's getting ready to say who would beat up.
He's my prospect spotlight, okay? I'm already 100% accurate on prospect spotlights. I need this guy to win. Would you beat up Wood? I'd probably stand a good chance. Nah, I wouldn't. Would he's 170? No. Definitely not. Still have a chance, but doubt I'd do anything.
He says this a lot, right? You're going to pick up on this. He's going to keep saying, yeah, I can beat him up. And then, you know, in stand-up. So basically, this is where it comes down to. In stand-up, the MMA Guru can basically beat anybody up. He's got a chance. He ain't got no chance of those stand-up with anybody. He says he's not a striker. He's a ground guy. And then all of a sudden, everything that he says, in stand-up, he can beat anybody up.
I want the UFC to open a tournament with all the male champs. Actually, I'm not counting it. Yeah. I won it by BS, but I'm 1-0. It was BS, nice. It was BS. I want the UFC to do an open... Yeah, but to be honest, if it went to a decision, he would have won anyway, so, you know. Can we have a Ginger reveal for 500 subs? You can have it right now, dude.
Oh, man, it's unbelievable. Ginger, brown, black. Ginger, brown, black.
See all that ginger? Loads of it in there. Ginger as hell around it there. Would you beat up GSP? Nah, 170. You'd probably take me down.
Hold on.
On the feet, I'll have my chances.
He said he could beat up GSP.
Weak sauce. Yeah, dude. Dark look like? Yeah, it's like dark. It's not black, but it's like a shade before. I told you I have an orange light. So look, see ginger, the orange light, and then you do this. Brown.
19 years old.
Brown or black. Ginger. Brown or black. It's weird. I have an orange light.
He just admitted that he can strike GSP into the ground. Okay? Well, he has a chance. Give me a break, man.
It's strange. Jesus, man, no you won't, lol. What? Stand up against GSP. I like my chances. I'm pretty fine.
He likes his chances against GSP. Did you hear it? He's like, a little bit. Oh, definitely, yeah, I like my chance. With GSP, the MMA Guru just said that he could beat up GSP. Now, this is 6 years ago, too. Keep that in mind. Oh, my God. It's unbelievable.
I'm in like 2 years of Muay Thai as well. I reckon I'd stand a good chance stand up, especially being a big boy. Same here. You versus Cyborg. Oh. I don't know, Cyborg's basically a man, right? So, I don't know. It's risky. Very risky. I'm pretty good. I am.
Oh, yeah, man. Woo! Man, that's one shit there, huh? Jeez. Wow. What a cock.
Could you take Max? Oh, he's tall and he's got cardio. Unless I could just knock him out. Unless I could... Nah, not Khabib. Anyone who's like a dominant wrestler who would want to wrestle me, I don't think I'd be able to do much against. Especially over the weight of 145 pounds. If they're like 50 footers up, I reckon.
He says he weighs 255 and 256. Okay? The MMA Guru says that anybody under 145, he can. That's embarrassing, isn't it? You're 255 and you can't take on somebody that's over 145, like, 148. Pretty embarrassing.
I'd get smashed by any wrestler. Usman, nah, just out-wrestle me. I have no wrestling credentials. I have very limited jiu-jitsu credentials. The way I could get back up was off pure size. Just getting back up. 145 is a cut-off? Yeah, I think that legit 145 is, I reckon I could take. Matt Hughes? Nah. Well, now. Now I like my chances,
So the MMA Guru just admitted he could beat up Hughes 6 years ago. I think he's going to get to BJ Penn here. He's going to underestimate. The MMA Guru is going to underestimate the power of the methamphetamines that BJ Penn supposedly is taking. Because nothing to meth around with.
Post-train? I'll take him, guys. I reckon I could beat BJ Penn up easy. He's old now.
the MMA Guru just said he could beat up BJ Penn. That sounds messed up to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the MMA Guru could beat up BJ Penn. Hey, BJ Penn, an imposter, the MMA Guru, imposter of the MMA Guru, wants to beat you up. This isn't really the MMA Guru. I mean, he looks different here than he does nowadays. So, I mean, that's not him. That's an imposter. The MMA Guru imposter, BJ Penn. BJ Penn, the MMA Guru says he's going to beat you up, BJ Penn. Watch out. Hopefully they send the real MMA Guru over to Hawaii, BJ Penn. There you go. BJ Penn, look out. I don't know if they're going to send the real MMA Guru over your way or the fake one. Watch out, BJ Penn. He's coming your way.
Especially 145 with BJ Penn. You versus Nate, big boy. I'll give it to Nate, you know. I'd have to beat him on the feet, I reckon. Because there's no ground there.
He just said Nate Diaz. He's going to have to give it to Nate about the MMA Guru challenging Nate Diaz. But what did he say? He can beat him on the feet? He's talking about Nate Diaz. The MMA Guru says he can beat up Nate Diaz. You heard it. The MMA Guru says he can beat up Nate Diaz on the feet. You gotta be kidding me. Years ago.
Yo, Guru, you're going to treat for the pay-per-view coming up. Read what I'm saying.
Okay, you gotta listen to this. This is what I'm talking about. This is like the first video of the series. This guy's coming in. He's asking the MMA Guru for a favor without giving him money. He's asking for a favor for an illegal link to the next UFC event. Okay? He's acting like he doesn't understand it. Nowadays, let me tell you something, Dana White. Now, in the YouTube memberships, it's real easy to hide that. Okay? You have memberships. Like, why do you think the MMA Guru has all these huge memberships? Huge number of memberships. It's easy to give out illegal links in there. You just have a buddy every once in a while, feed them in there. Everybody's getting links in memberships. Did I say in the MMA Gurus? No. I said, well, everybody's getting illegal links. And these memberships, okay? Right here is part of the thing. This is like part of the hundreds and the thousands of him usually just giving the link right out.
Like, a gimme? I don't know what you meant. You get the pay-per-view coming up? Read what I'm saying. Like, gimme? I don't know.
Read what I'm saying. Can you give me an illegal link? Because I heard through the internet, my buddies, that the MMA Guru is handing out illegal pay-per-view links to UFC and BKFC events. That's what the guy's saying. Nowadays, it's all hidden in YouTube memberships.
Could be my favorite. You've done 2 years Muay Thai and limited jiu-jitsu credentials. How are you, MMA Guru? Because my predictions are 80% correct.
He says his predictions are 80% correct. You hear that, Prize Picks? You better watch out advertising on his YouTube channel, Prize Picks, because MMA Guru is 80% right. That means people are going to be winning money and you're going to go bankrupt. I'm telling you right now, people, if you're getting your information, your fight card information on who's going to win and who's going to lose, and they're sponsored by a gambling site company like Prize Picks, that means no good. They want to make money. That's why they rehired the MMA Guru, because he is terrible at picks. You know what he's talking about. Yeah, he's going to go up against Nate Diaz and he has a chance.
That's why. You don't need to know what, you don't have to do it to know what you're looking at. Joe Rogan's a black belt in Taekwondo. Black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. Knows nothing about boxing. Never boxed in his life. Knows what he's talking about when it comes to boxing. You know? Doesn't really matter.
Right here, we got Joe Rogan right here. Think Joe Rogan. We got DC and John Eric right here. What do you think of the MMA guru there, Joe Rogan?
You don't need to be a MMA god to talk about fights. I don't know why people are saying shit like that. It's dumb. Jesus, Laura Sanko, I'd do her in the canvas.
Did you just hear that? Why does he talk like this? I mean, straight guys don't do this, okay? They do, but they don't, okay? You just don't come out and you see a girl and you like, you know, girl. It's done a different way. You can tell when somebody's sex when they do it just like this, and he does it a lot like this. And then in just a few minutes, he's going to tell you who has a big package and who doesn't.
Waiting on Wood and Reyes, yeah. Wood's up. I did a parlay with your picks. Nice, dude. Fastest way to lose weight? Well, I don't know. Nathaniel Wood defending, all wrestling with Brad Pickett in the background. Zabit, no, he isn't underrated. He's overrated now. People have realised it. If anything, he was overrated, but now he's just rated. Like he dared past Zabit and got fucking exposed a little bit. So, you know, he gasses in the first round. He showed a lot of holes in his game against Zabit. Anyone in the top defeats him, I think. His only fight that could make sense for him is either Yair, he could have a chance against, or Moikiana. That's his only winnable fight in the top 5 at the moment.
Everybody says he knows how to pronounce names right. We're not going to do the Iggy one here, but he calls him Iggy. I don't know, maybe it's Iggy. But listen to it, the Moicano. Is it Cano? I don't know.
Facts. How much of that 255 pounds actual muscle mass, you reckon? I don't know. People have seen me before. I've got a jumper on at the moment, but I'm a big boy, you know. Would you plan on making a living? Come on, yes. Meth. Would you eat Karen Bryant's ass? All protein meat and salad is the best in my experience. Which champ has the bigger dick? Okay.
Here it comes.
McGregor's got a big one. McGregor has got a big one, but he's not champ anymore. Holloway, nothing going on. Obviously, TJ and Henry Cejudo definitely just has a 1-incher. He's like 2 foot tall. I'll go. John Jones has nothing. I've seen the bulge. It's probably going to be Whitaker. Honestly, I guess Whitaker. Yeah, I'll go with Whitaker. DC's definitely got nothing going on. I've seen the bulge. I'll go with Whitaker. Yeah, you got to have a big dick to fight Yoel Romero twice with no fear. What time till fight, please?
Did you just hear that? Just like that, he came up with an answer. What straight man could come up with an answer that quick? Okay? You heard it right there. Somebody asked him a question, who has a big dick in the UFC? And he just rattled off 7 people. Who has a big dick? Who doesn't? The MMA guru is an expert on UFC fighters, MMA fighters, dicks. The MMA guru is a, hey, prize picks. Hey, prize picks. Your MMA guru guy is giving out information on a big dick or not. I mean, are there odds on that? What are the odds? The MMA guru. You know, DC doesn't have a dick. You know, what are the odds? You know, I mean, are you going to start, you know, doing odds and bids on that? I got to hear this again, right? Where are we at? 353.
I don't know. People have seen me flex before. I've got a jumper on at the moment.
Okay. Coming up.
I'm a big boy, you know.
He's a big boy, all right. He knows about cops, ladies and gentlemen.
Would you plan on making a living? Yes.
Yeah, he plow anybody. Yeah, he doesn't fuck anybody.
Would you eat Karen Bryant's ass? All protein meat and salad is the best experience. Which champ has the biggest dick? Okay. McGregor's got a big one. McGregor has got a big one, but he's not champ anymore. Holloway. Holloway, nothing going on. Obviously, TJ and Henry Cejudo is definitely miniature. He's like 2 foot tall. I'll go. John Jones has nothing going on.
John Jones.
It's probably going to be Whitaker.
Whitaker has the biggest dick in the UFC, according to MMA Guru.
Going on. I've seen the bulge. You got a.
Let's watch it again. I forgot where we were.
Would you eat Karen Bryant's ass? All protein meat and salad, best in my experience.
Unbelievable. This is a hypothetical that never happened, so.
Which champ has the biggest dick?
Okay, right there says in chat, the chat asked him, we got to get, I got to make it good, but this is it. This is the bread and butter right here. I got to do a better one here. Where are we at? 352.30. 352.20. 203. Come on, baby.
I don't know. People have seen me flex before. I've got a pro at the moment. But
Oh, yeah, he's a big flexer.
Big boy, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, what straight man does this? This quick.
Without making a living. Come on, yes. Meth. Betty. Would you eat Karen Bryant's ass? All protein and salad is the best in my experience. Which champ has the biggest dick?
The chat just asked him what image. Oh, man, I can't say it. Unbelievable. Did he say champ? That's what I stumbled on. Come on, man. I waited this whole time for this. I can't do it.
I don't know. People have seen me flex. I've got a jumper on at the moment, but.
I mean, people are scared.
Boy, you know. Would you plan on making a living? Come on, yes. Meth. Would you eat Karen Bryant's ass? Protein meat and salad is the best in my experience. Which champ has the biggest dick? Okay.
Which champ has the biggest dick? They just, the MMA Guru, he comes up with a response this quick. It's unbelievable. No straight guy can come up with an answer this quick and name 7 people. And he's going to entertain us. His chat just asked him, which champ has the biggest dick? Okay, and he's going to answer it.
McGregor's got a big one. McGregor has got a big one, but he's not champ anymore.
The MMA Guru knows that Conor McGregor has a big dick.
Holloway, nothing going on.
And he knows Holloway's got nothing going on.
Obviously, Henry Cejudo definitely just has a 1-incher.
It looks like TJ and Henry Cejudo have like a 1-incher penis according to the MMA Guru, which just lickety split came off with an answer like who has the biggest dick of a champ in the UFC. You gotta be kidding me, man.
He's like 2 foot tall. I'll go. John Jones has nothing going on. I've seen bulge.
The MMA Guru says John Jones has a small penis because he's looked at his bulge and there's nothing going on there. You gotta be kidding me, man. Who's gay and who's not? John Jones is married. The MMA Guru has millions of dollars, supposedly, and no girl. But he knows who has a bulge and who doesn't. Who has a big cock and who doesn't. Who has a big cock. I'm trying to fit 1 foot cock, and I don't know who has a big cock in the UFC. I'll tell you right now.
It's probably going to be Whitaker.
And he had an answer, ladies and gentlemen. The chat asked him who has a big dick. And right away, the MMA Guru comes up with Whitaker. You gotta be kidding me. Whitaker has a huge cock, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Simon Fett, 1 foot cock. Reporting. You kidding me, man?
Honestly, I think it's Whitaker. Yeah, I'll go with Whitaker. DC's definitely got nothing going on.
He's taking this serious. Whitaker has the big dick. Whitaker's the winner of the big dick. in the UFC according to MMA Guru. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, I keep saying you gotta be kidding me, but you gotta be kidding me, man. Unbelievable. DC's got him going on, he says.
I've seen the bulge.
He's seen the bulge. Who's looking at the bulges?
I'd go with Whitaker.
If the MMA Guru was a fighter, it'd be a crotch sniffer. It'd be I don't know, I have to say something, but I can't.
You've got to have a big dick to fight Yoel Romero twice with no fear. What time till fight, please?
I don't hear it one more time. Unbelievable. Was it 50?
His only fight that could make sense for him is either Yair, he could have a chance against, or Moicano. That's his only winnable fight.
Moicano.
Facts. How much of that 255 pounds is actual muscle mass, you reckon? I don't know. People have seen me flex jumper on at the moment, but I'm a big boy, you know.
Who has a big cock in the UFC? Coming up, this is going to be a trivia on the MMA Guru's writing. It's going to be, who has a big cock?
You plan on making a living? Come on, yes. Man, Betty, would you eat Karen Bryant glass? All protein meat and salad is the best in my experience. Which has the biggest dick? Okay.
And he's going to answer immediately, right here. Who, as a straight, is going to have an answer right away, or even answer this question? You tell me right now, the MMA Guru is going to answer the question and take it seriously. Who has a big dick in the UFC or not?
He's got a big one. McGregor has got a big one, but he's not champ anymore. Holloway going on. Obviously, TJ and Henry Cejudo definitely just has a 1-incher.
So far, we've heard one person has a big dick and the other three don't.
He's like 2 foot tall. I'll go. John Jones has nothing going on.
He knows John Jones got nothing going on. You know, he's like the wiener inspector, the MMA Guru wiener inspector of the UFC.
Seen the bowl. It's probably going to be Whitaker. Honestly, I think it's Whitaker.
The MMA Guru says that Whitaker has the big dick of the UFC, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you know, I don't know, is the MMA Guru creeping around, like in their showers and everything? I mean, it's unbelievable. He's checked out people's bulges and kept the information in his head for when somebody in the chat asks him who has a big dick and who doesn't in the UFC. Doesn't answer.
Yeah, I'll go with Whitaker. DC's definitely got going on.
He knows that DC has no penis.
I've seen the bulge.
Let's ask DC. We got him right here. DC. You know what? I'm not going to ask DC. Why would I be asking DC? I'm sorry for that 1-foot cock.
I'd go with Whitaker, yeah. You've got to have a big dick to fight Yoel Romero twice with no fear.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Big Dick in the UFC, ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about his personality. We're talking about his bulge, his package, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the Big Dick of the UFC, ladies and gentlemen. None other than Whitaker. And the judges, ladies and gentlemen, MMA Guru gave Whitaker a 50-0. Ladies and gentlemen.
What time till fight, please? 2 hours, I don't know, 10, I don't know when they're going to fight. 11? I don't know. And over the pants handy? No, I'm not like that, dude.
I believe he is. Did he just say over the pants handy? He's not like that. Yet he knows who has a big penis and who does in the UFC. You gotta be kidding me, man. I know. And all the straight guys out there, it's okay not to be straight, right? But all the straight guys out there right now, in your mind right now, try to think who has a big cock in the UFC and who doesn't. I couldn't do it. I mean, I wouldn't want to either. But, I mean, come on. I mean, it's easy to pick on Henry Cejudo, but it's not. How do you know? There's no talent. Who cares?
I would love to shake Whitaker's hand, though. My favorite.
Yeah, he would like Whitaker's hand, all right. He would like to shake something else about Whitaker, too. He just named Whitaker the big cock of the UFC. They maybe would just announce that Whitaker's the big cock of the UFC and he wants to shake his hand.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Wait, when Simon said 1 foot cock, the MMA Guru wants to shake of Whitaker because he just won the biggest dick of the UFC, and we're not talking about his personality. The MMA Guru is the judge in the UFC that judges who has a big penis and who in the UFC, ladies and gentlemen. The MMA Guru finally found his match, or his job, or his destination, or his calling. The MMA Guru just found calling in the UFC. The MMA Guru's spot, where he keeps saying he's going to get a spot, in the UFC. The UFC should hire him. The UFC is going to hire the MMA Guru to inspect people's penises. That's going to be the job that Dana White's going to offer the MMA Guru. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The MMA Guru is none other than the UFC's inspector. That's right, that's what he's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be kidding me. Ladies and gentlemen, the MMA Guru, the big cock inspector. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you MMA Guru, the big cock inspector of the UFC, just gave the ribbon to Whitaker, ladies and gentlemen, for the penis in the UFC. You gotta be kidding me, man. This is great.
Favorite fighter.
Do you notice that they asked him, whose ass would you want to, eat? And they just like brushed a couple girls. Yeah, I would eat their ass. And then we get to who has the biggest penis. He's got a whole split.
When the fuck is Brick coming from WrestleMania? So weird hearing British fighters. And I do what I do, and I finish. He's from London. Fun fact: Nathaniel Wood lives half an hour away from there.
Well, Nathaniel Wood lives a half a mile away from him. He happens to live in Beckenham, and his dad owns Beckenham Upholstery, which he used to work for. That's the only reason I can say it, because he used to work there. He's an ex-employee there. And then he went to Beckenham Harris Academy. And he also went to whatever, I don't care, whatever. Who cares?
By bus.
And now he's going to say that he could beat Nathaniel Wood up, too, right? I wonder how big Nathaniel Wood's cock is. I mean, the MMA Guru is about ready to tell us.
You versus Derek Chisora in UFC. Do you have any jiu-jitsu experience? I reckon I could take it out. But I just burst double leg him straight away. Guy's like 50 as well. Honest, no, I just spinning wheel kick him. Boxer. What am I talking about? Go for a spinning back kick, spinning wheel kick maybe. Go for an axe kick over the top of his guard. I actually like my chances versus Derek Chisora.
Man, did you hear that? Derek Chisora, the MMA Guru has a fight plan for you, and he likes his odds. Hey, Prize Picks, are you listening to this? This guy's gonna, no wonder Prize picked MMA Guru, because he can't, he's giving out bad, advice. Don't ever go to Prize Picks with the MMA Guru's picks. If that makes sense. I'm saying don't go to Prize Picks. I'm just saying don't use MMA Guru's advice.
Especially in MMA, definitely. I'm happy for all your hometown people are fighting finally. Yeah. Good show. Here comes
He just said, you know, isn't it nice that people from your hometown fighting? Because they're fighting in London right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, fighting in London. UFC London sucks balls. Because there's a bunch of Brit fighters, a bunch of UK fighters on there. Maybe Irish people too. Not Northern Ireland, you know what I'm talking about. So unlike the UK. UFC London sucks balls. Mick Parkin is the cousin of the MMA Guru. The MMA Guru, Mick Parkin, and Tom Aspinall, and anybody else from across the pond, you guys suck balls. Hey, Allen, too. Mr. Allen, right? The guy with the two first names. Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen, this guy right here, Guru says he can kick your ass, too. Okay? That's in here, but you're not going to hear it or whatever, but it's unbelievable. The only reason the UFC goes over and puts on stuff over there in the the UK, is because just to tap the market, to get money out of us. It's not that the UK fighters bring down the UFC. It's embarrassing to have you guys in the UFC. The only time you guys basically get to fight is when they have a UFC London card. You know why? Because you suck balls. That's right. Mick Parkin sucks balls. And let me tell you something too. Let me tell you something about that. What's his name? Bo Nickel. Okay? So I interviewed Bo Nickel when he first came into the UFC. He hadn't had a fight yet. It was International Fight Week. And they came up to me and they said, hey, will you interview this new guy? I said, sure. The idiot comes over to me, start talking to him. He's got like this, his head is, he's better than me. Okay? Yeah, okay, so you want some stuff, you did some stuff. Well, okay. Besides this, if you knew who I was, I've done things in my life, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, back to Nickel. I'm going to make it real quick because I'm going to do a video on the Bo Nickel thing, right? So Bo Nickel, I say, hey, you want some fruits and this and that and everything? No, I got a shirt deal and I can't get anybody else's shirts. He's coming into the UFC, he's already got a shirt deal. No, he's done some stuff ahead of time, college, whatever, and then he didn't make, he didn't do the Olympics or whatever, but okay. He tells us before the cameras turn on, he said, my coach, his best friend, is Dana White's best gambling buddy. So, the best gambling buddy owed money because he was gambling with the coach of Bo Nickel. Instead of owing him and giving him the money, instead of giving him and up the debt, the coach said, okay, to Dana White and get Bo Nickel in the UFC. So that guy goes to White and says, hey, I want you to get Bo Nickel in the UFC. And Dana White, because it's his buddy, goes, done. After he wins 2 or 3 fights, I'll put him on the main card. That's not how it's done. That's not how you have quality in the UFC. That's not the structure of the UFC. Dana White, whoever owns, it's a company, right? Whoever owns the UFC know that Bo Nickel was brought in through gambling. Dana White, the guy didn't have to go through what everybody else has to go through. Get to the main card like that for a buddy, gambling buddy. That's the Bo story. But, it's more in depth than that. Okay.
Coñones, Hey, Holmes. It's me, Jose on the board. Coñones, Hey, homie. Dustin is one of mine, only 1 hour away. Yeah. Well, 2. Very different things. You versus Tyson Fury in UFC. Tyson Fury. I'll go with Tyson. I think I love him too much to beat him up,
He loves, did he just say that he loves Tyson Fury too much to beat Tyson Fury? The MMA Guru is now talking about beating up Tyson Fury. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. Watch out, Demetrious Johnson, because your MMA Guru buddy is claiming that he can kick your ass. Okay? Okay? He's not your friend. The MMA Guru is a piece of shit. That's my opinion.
That's the reason, yeah. Deontay Wilder. Sign with ESPN. ATT is like 5 hours. What's the meaning of life?
Who has a big bulger? No. The MMA Guru. The big cock inspector of the UFC. The meaning of life is who has a big bulge and who doesn't. That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone else is bots other than you. So just do whatever you want to do as player one, you know what I'm saying?
Here he's explaining right here, he's explaining like everybody else is bots to you. You know, you're just player one and everybody else, like talking about people, everybody else is just a bot. Like basically nobody in life is like real or a person. They're just part of the game. So the MMA Guru doesn't treat people like as people. He's saying it right here. And you know he's even gotten worse than this. This is when he was dead broke.
Everyone else is just bots. You're player one. But fuck everyone else. Do Fight Companion for big boxing.
Do you hear that, DJ? DJ, do you hear that? Demetrious Johnson, do you hear that? The MMA Guru is like, fuck everybody else. He says he could kick your ass, and he was dead serious about it. Now today, because he can use you, the MMA Guru is out to use you. Today, he says he made sure he said today that he can't beat you out. He's two-faced, Demetrious Johnson.
It's a match tonight. No, I shall not. We get up Paul Daly. I don't know. No. 1-7. No. By the looks of things, Paul Daly's a wrestler now, so. I'm gonna stay out for the boxing? Nah, I don't really give a shit about boxing. We're about to get slept? Okay. You are very uneducated. Quinones doesn't have a knockout on his record. Never mind, he has 2. Both of them when he wasn't in the UFC. That chiseled chest? No, I can't. No nipples or no monetization from YouTube.